This is part two of the settings for Extreme Cut. As I've shown you before, some of the other things we could do with this is the bars have the tabs. You can move the tabs to adjust them. You can move different fields to readjust how you want these to show. You can also put in a price per foot by just double clicking. You can put in a price per foot. It'll actually show up in the optimization. You can put a weight per foot, and that'll show up in the optimization. Okay, and you can also do the same thing if you click on KW001 cover here. When you edit that material, you can put the weight per foot and price per foot in there too. You can edit the width of the material and the depth. Now, if you have a 6-inch tube, which this is a cover, so this wouldn't be, this would be like the depth would be 3/4 of an inch. If you're going to do a compound miter, Extreme Cut will need to know the depth because it's going to actually figure that off the compound miter. Okay, so that's some of the individual settings you can do here. Now this setup material is the same as this setup material. If you click that once again, you can set up your build analysis stocks. And to get into this just a little bit more, if you wanted to use a set range, say you could get your material in 24 foot, oops, that's inches, and you click add, it'll add it down here, and what we'll do is we'll delete this range here. And then say you could get your material, you want to use a 26 footer, you can add that. Okay, so now it will optimize from a 24 and a 26 foot. Okay, so that's how you would use a set range of material. If you didn't want to, you would just delete those two. And if you wanted to do a range of lengths, let's say you can get your material from 16 foot to 30 foot, you could get it optimized from every 12 inches. Now the other thing you could do is settings, number of different sizes. If I wanted it to return two different sizes of the same material, it would come back and tell me if I ordered 20 pieces of 20 footer and 12 pieces of 22 footer, I could get a better optimization. So it'll bring me back my best 2 or 3 pieces in my optimization. So it's going to give you a lot of different configurations to add into your optimizations. Now, you can apply this to the only material you have, KW001, or you can apply it to all materials. So if I apply it to all materials, you'll notice my length change here now. And you'll notice in this box here, this is going to tell me what my lengths are. Okay, so once I set that, I'm pretty good to go. Once again, this edit selected materials, you can also access this from here. Okay, now if you wanted to add a new piece, you could actually go in here and you could add a new piece of material in your optimization. So you could add in a length, what your part description is, if you had project phase and what have you. So you could add a material here too. So this is not the only place you can. Now if you unselect your materials, you'll notice they all disappear from the master cut list. And if you select this, only the covers will reappear. So you can sort by doing this. Now if you click like the length, it'll actually sort by the length. So you can organize this way, and you can do that with description, just about any of these. And once again here you can move these around. You can drag if you wanted your elevation over here in the front, and this is an elevation tag, and you'll notice this actually will bring in your different tags, so you can tag your parts so you can locate them quite rapidly. And we're going to get into more on that in part 3 of this video. One more thing, if you bring in a list and it's required more than one elevation, or if your drafter draws it one elevation and he puts down the required thus, you can multiply that list by the required thus. And we'll continue more of this in part 3.